Wow, this is really different. Okay, what's up guys? I am back with a KombuchHEY. It's been a long time. The last one I did was, I don't know, I still had long hair, so it's almost, yeah, it's been over a year. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Gabriela. I make videos about astrology, veganism, non-toxic beauty, makeup and beauty in general, self-care, and anything else I feel like talking about. And KombuchHEY is this series that I started, and I only have one video in the series, but it's basically like a tea time with me, but I drink kombucha because I'm a little witch like that. So today I'm enjoying GT's Kombucha Rosé, which is made with rose water, what else? A lot of rose stuff. And if you want to know anything about me, one of the very basic things you need to know about me is that I love rose. Not just, you know, roses, like having them in my house, but rose, the scent, thank you Moshi, the scent of rose, the, like, flavoring of it in like macarons or drinks, cocktails, anything. I am just a rose girl all the way. I keep looking at myself in the thumbnail because I'm not used to myself being so dark. I think maybe it's because it's Scorpio season. I am feeling so dark today. I love it. I feel really like elegant and beautiful in my, this is a Vince turtleneck. I feel like I've probably worn it before in videos because I'm obsessed with it. And I'm wearing this Maybelline eye palette on my eyes. It's from like the City Mini palettes. I got them from, I'm not sure if they're vegan or cruelty free because I got them in my my Bless box, which is a box that I subscribe to from Sazan Hendricks. She's a blogger that I love, and yeah, so I got a, like, I think every City Mini palette in that box. So I never wear blue on my eyes, and I never, well, hardly ever do a smoky eye or anything crazy with eyeshadow. But I think that's like my thing, is either like no eyeshadow and eye makeup or like a ton, but not in the traditional, like I don't like the glam thing, like put this in your crease and this, like I'm not into that anymore. I don't think it looks that good on me. I like to keep it simple. So if I do a smoky eye, I like it to just be like the French smoky eye, just all dark, instead of like dark on the outside and gray here and this, that, like, but if you can see, there's a little blue, and I like it. I feel really beautiful, and my nails make me feel really beautiful too. These are Pacifica, or this is a Pacifica nail polish in abalone. I always say abalone, but I've heard people say abalone, so, but that's the color. It's like greeny, then it kind of looks pink. It's one of those like magical scaly mermaid colors. I love it. So anyway, I have had this kombucha before. It's not the first time I've tried this, and I freaking love it. It makes me feel like a fairy princess when I drink it. It actually feels really good too, going down my throat, because I know it sounds weird, but here in LA, like, allergies are just all the time. Like, allergy season is basically all the time, and I've been waking up with, like, I don't know, a sore throat and post-nasal drip, and not in like a sick way. You know, you can tell when you're getting sick. This is just allergies, and it's annoying because I've had a lot of auditions, and when my voice is, you know, when I have the post-nasal drip and a swollen throat and my sinuses are all inflamed, obviously it affects my voice and its stamina and its sound. So and I keep having to clear my throat. It's very frustrating. Currently I'm not taking anything for allergies. I do have like a nasal spray, I just never keep up with it, but I should. I also do use honey, local honey, to help me with my allergies. I also wanted to let you guys know that, oh, I feel so bad. One of you amazing viewers told me that the Too Faced red lips, like the matte lipstick thing that I was raving about in 2 videos, is not vegan. Too Faced is completely cruelty free, but they are not completely vegan. I had that mixed up. It has beeswax in it. However, should this matter to you or not, I am a vegan that uses honey products. I'm a singer. I'm always going to consume honey, and it just has amazing benefits health-wise, and so I just I will always use honey, whatever you consider that to be. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep using it, and that's that. Just wanted to let you know, if you don't use honey products or like bee byproducts, that has beeswax in there. Why is it that when I film, someone is always doing tricks in the street? Just when I film. Okay. I also wanted to start Oh my god, it's so delicious. So delicious. Guys, I've been so excited to plan all of these videos that I have coming up. I was feeling really restless creatively. I didn't want to like write a song or draw, but I was like, what can I do that's equal parts organizational and equal parts creative? And my boyfriend was like, why don't you just plan your next videos for the next couple weeks? I planned my next videos for like the next 5 months. Of course, things will change if I want to talk about certain things or if certain things are requested, but to have a list of all these awesome videos that I can make and just ideas, it's so inspiring. And I have so many great ideas for the holiday seasons and for different, you know, seasons of the year. And I am just so excited. I don't know, I like, my love for YouTube has been reignited. I was super into it, you know, if you guys are OG Gabriela fans or whatever, subscribers, I was making videos when I was like 14, and not all of them are up, and I loved it. I loved it for a long time, and then YouTube changed, as I'm sure most of you who've been on here for a while know. It just changed, and as far as being a beauty guru or doing beauty stuff, I just felt like I couldn't keep up, and I felt like I didn't fit into the mold of being a beauty guru, and I don't know, I didn't feel cool enough, I didn't feel rich enough, and you know, maybe that was an issue with me, but I was also like really young, and I just was noticing YouTube changing, and you know, so I left for a little bit, or I was back on, and you know, back and forth all the time, but I was always going back into just doing beauty videos. And I don't know, I've changed. I mean, I think it was because I never thought that I could just have a personality channel. I thought I had to have like a brand, which in a sense you do, you know, I'm like the astrology vegan LA girl, but that is who I am. So I kind of just thought, well, I don't know what to talk about besides makeup, and yeah, and when I was young and making a bunch of videos, my audience was growing really quickly, and I became friends with some of like the main YouTubers that are huge now. I remember I used to chat on iChat all the time with Andrea's Choice. I'm name dropping, I don't care. And Gigi Gorgeous and I were like super tight, and Juicy Star like sent me a message once, and we follow each other on Twitter, and it's just funny to like look back, because I mean, they're just totally like different. They're their own brand now. It's like really amazing. But once I saw those people from my YouTube generation take off, I was like, I can't do this. I can't afford a set and like professional lighting and to buy all this makeup. It just wasn't, you know, I couldn't do it. I was a student in college. It just like wasn't happening, and I had lost the flame for it. You really have to have a creative spark, because yeah, I'm wearing shorts. You have to have the creative spark for YouTube, because it's like kind of a lot of work in a good way. But if you really want your channel to grow, if you want your channel to thrive, if you want to reach the people you want to reach and connect with people, I really think it's the consistency that's key, and that's what I was lacking for a long time. And it's also the passion. And you know, now as a 23-year-old, almost 10 years after starting YouTube, having studied astrology for a very long time and loving astrology, and knowing that the people around me love when I talk about astrology, and being a passionate vegan, being a passionate francophone and francophile, and loving, you know, new small businesses and new eco-friendly skincare companies and beauty companies, and I think I'm a more diverse person, and so I'm not so insecure about who's gonna watch my channel and do I measure up? Because I think I'm completely different than anybody I've seen on YouTube, and it feels good. And so anyway, long story short, I'm feeling really excited about all of the things that I have to bring to you guys in the future. Of course, I always love your requests, and you know that I listen to them and that I read them. So keep requesting those. It just brightens my day so much. But yeah, keep requesting. So they're not written in stone, the plans that I have for the next couple months for my channel. It's just great to have a list and like a pretty much, you know, penciled in schedule of what I need to film, what I'm gonna, you know, plan for in the next couple months. I don't know, I'm just feeling really re-inspired. And I was speaking with a friend who has a veganism food Instagram. She's like an amazing cook and baker and vegan, and her Instagram is actually at the vegan bench. It's very funny and very her. But we were just talking about how we're both musicians, you know, primarily, and it just kind of feels like you feel like guilt when you follow your happiness. I don't know why. And I know I'm going through a period of change. I know these last couple of years and perhaps the next couple of years are going to be this big metamorphosis for me, and I'm just going with it. But, you know, I'm acknowledging that I feel guilty about not just focusing on my music, because in that world that I live in this, you know, pop music world, everybody's bragging about what they're doing. Everybody is showing on social media that they're making moves, they're making connections. It's just kind of a lot of fronting, but it's easy to feel like you're not measuring up, and to feel like, you know, if you take a nap, somebody's getting ahead of you, or while you go out and meet your friends, somebody's getting farther ahead than you. It's very competitive, and it's toxic, actually, for me to only be dwelling in that world, and I need to step away from it so that I can continue creating music with love instead of with fear and with insecurity and with comparison. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it's been one of those things recently that I've had to just acknowledge and dismiss my guilt about making YouTube videos that I enjoy, reading books that don't have to do with making money or being a musician, you know, reading self-healing books and astrology books and law of attraction books and books in French and things that make me happy, going to French class, spending a lot of time studying French, you know, focusing on musical theater. It's just been a lot for me to not feel guilty, because this world kind of convinces you that if you want to dream, you got to work harder than everybody else to make it happen, but that means that you have to neglect every other facet of who you are. And I'm so much more complex than that. I'm so much more than a musician. I'm so much more than an artist on Instagram that's just going to post pictures of me in the studio or in sessions, or just these planned scenarios, these like directed moments in time. It just doesn't feel genuine to me, and I just feel, I was saying to my boyfriend the other day, I feel like my personality or my soul is not meant to be on social media. It's because social media makes you think this is how you connect with people. You should feel connected. You should feel validated. You should feel appreciated. And social media doesn't do much for me. Now, YouTube is different, because this is me. I'm talking. I don't Facetune myself, or, you know, this is me. This is real, and you guys love that. And I don't know. That's, oh, I could cry just thinking about it. That is validating in the most special and genuine way and healthy way. And I feel connected to you guys. But Instagram, you know, it's just not where I belong. So I do what I can to keep updated. I know it's important for me as an artist. But on the other hand, you know, a lot of things, materials that I've been reading have been telling me that my happiness is the greatest gift that I can give to others. My joy is my compass, essentially. And anything that brings me joy, anything that makes me happy, anything that gives me that butterfly in your stomach feeling of like this optimism, or like, oh my God, I can't wait until my subscribers see this video, or like, oh my God, I can't wait to go to this callback because I think I'm gonna kill it, or oh, I can't wait to get together with my friends tomorrow and cook them food, or just things that bring me genuine joy. Those are never wrong. And I've been reading that a lot, and reading that concept, and seeing that message around me a lot. And so I'm trusting it. And my friend and I, who runs that Instagram, you know, we were just talking about how if it makes us happy, it cannot be bad for us. You know, of course, certain other things like are an exception, but in general, things that enrich your life and things that like excite you, that's the whole point of life. I can't just be focused on only making money and catching up to everybody else. And I don't know, I have such a privilege to be alive and be healthy, and I should take advantage of that. So I'm just so appreciative for this, like, this reignition of my, there's a dog howling, this reignition of my love for YouTube and my connections with you guys. And yeah, because let me take a sip of water. I've been chatting a lot. Ugh. Something chunky in there. That poor dog howls all day. It's like a new neighbor's dog. They leave it at home. It's probably a husky. It's really loud and it howls all day. And it's very annoying, and I feel bad for the dog. Like, they have to know that their dog does that. If they just leave it at home, they don't care. Yeah, it's just making me so happy. So, I don't know, I feel like people can relate to me on that. You know, you feel like the whole corporate world or work world or like career-driven society that we live in and all the pressures, it can make you feel bad for doing things you feel good about. I'm like, oh my God, if I go to hot yoga, like, what is that really doing for me? Like, shouldn't I be spending more time like trying to top line or write a song or blah, 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 blah. It's just like, dude, it makes you happy. Just do it. And of course I'm able to, I think my hair looks weird. Man, it's really howling. Of course I'm able to talk myself out of that mentality that shuts down anything that makes me happy, that can't like get me ahead. But it is hard. And then living in LA when everyone is like trying to get ahead and climb a social ladder, that's a whole other story. And you know, you know what's really disturbing is my ex is, I'll just say that. He always had the bug in him to be a social climber. He had that perfect balance of narcissism and like complete crippling insecurity. So he's a real treat to be around. But moving to LA for him and all of that is just, he always had it in him to become a social climber and to be a user. And I just saw the beginning of it when we were together. And now anything I see or am aware that he's doing, dude, it's all social climbing. And I don't even know if he has real friends. Like, I mean, I'm not concerned about him that way, but it just makes me think you can really get screwed up when you move here, or you can really, in general, get screwed up when you make the wrong moves. Or when your mind is in the wrong place. I don't know. He has his own stuff that I like will never understand, like his inability to ever be wrong. Like that's narcissism, and that's like completely different than anything I will ever experience, hopefully. But I don't know, people are like living on another galaxy, in another galaxy. And I'm just grateful that among many people like that and energy like that, I've been able to keep my head above the surface and just push forward. And that's what I have to keep doing. And it's not that I've lost passion for like music. I love making my music, but I love making my music because I love it. Not because I'm scared and it's now or never and I need people to notice me and oh my god, our label's looking at it. Like, that is not why I got into this. I would not last, and I wouldn't have lasted in general in the entertainment industry for so long if I didn't love it. Because it like will break you down repeatedly. And I love music. I love being creative. But everything has its seasons. And right now my creative outlets are different. I am dying to be in a musical theater show. I've been auditioning like crazy, and hopefully, you know, tomorrow I have something, a call back, and hopefully that happens for me. It will. It's coming to me. But I've been loving that, and YouTube and making progress in yoga and going to dance classes, and that's just, I can't be my creative self if I am not joyful. And that doesn't mean I can't like work or create when I'm sad, but in general, pursuing a baseline level of like joy in my life is a top priority to me, and why shouldn't it be? This is funny, this was going to be a Q&A video, but I just had things I want to say. Because even on YouTube, like reality, people being real, people talking, people exposing themselves, it's not as common as you would think with a platform full of people. You know, it's people making money and getting attention from being themselves. There's like a lot of, I don't know, it's faker than people are in real life. But you think if people are that way on social media, which is just, you know, pages about them, it's your own page to share who you are. If you're that fake and that closed off on social media, well, you must be equally or more as closed off in real life. Like, I don't know, it's wild to me. And yeah, I don't share this side of me a lot because usually I'm having these discussions with friends or inside my head or in my journal, but somebody's gonna resonate with that. And I guess the point of this whole KombuchHEY is that your happiness should never be put on the back burner, and your happiness should never make you feel guilty. But that's of course coming out of also toxic relationships, emotional abuse, low self-esteem. All of that can make you feel like your happiness is not important and that you should feel guilty for pursuing things that give you happiness. So everybody's on their own personal journey. I know I am. But I'm so glad that I'm coming to the realization that it's not about what they're doing in their lane or their lane. It's not about it. I need to have my blinders on, be aware and happy for other people that I love, but you know, what Joe Schmo is doing, how many plays this random girl has because she's making music that's trendy, not out of love. I mean, it's none of my concern. It's none of my business. And it feels good. So here I am in my room, like I used to do years ago, talking to a camera, and it feels so good. It feels really, really good. Tomorrow I've got a call back I'm very excited about. I'm like the second to last round of casting. So after this round, there's one more audition, and then I will know if I have the job. And I am so excited about it, and I want it so bad. And this weekend I'm going to be doing a little bit of filming for you guys for an upcoming holiday video, which I cannot wait for, or holiday season video. And tonight, what am I going to do tonight? Maybe I'll go to a dance class. Yeah, I think so. Man, this got deep. I hope someone's out there listening, because this got really deep, and it wasn't like comical or anything. But Scorpio season, dude. Scorpio season, we dive deep, and there's nothing wrong with that. We wear dark colors, deep colors, and we dive deep into our thoughts and our emotions. That's totally cool. Wow. I also feel very at ease after sharing that, actually. I feel like I've let go of the guilt because I've spoken it, you know what I mean? Like, I feel guilty about doing things that make me happy that won't necessarily make me tons of money or are not related to my career. Okay, I've spoken it. It's not going to haunt me anymore. It's like my mom used to say, before you go to bed, tell me what you think you might have bad dreams about and you won't have bad dreams about them. And for some reason, it was always true. It's kind of like if you speak it, if you speak your fears, they can't control you. I like it. Anyway, that was this kombucha because I know it's getting extremely long, but I'm still keeping a post on my Instagram for another week or so of Q&A. It's a Q&A post, so make sure to check it out. Basically, it's just on Mindful Indulgence, it's just a little picture that says YouTube Q&A, and you can leave your questions there and I'll answer them for an actual Q&A. Obviously, this kombucha turned into like, let's get into my soul. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I thank you so much, those of you who guys are around for all my videos and whatever the topic you watch, and you comment and you encourage me and we connect, and it feels really good. It feels really, really good. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you so much. Have a good one. Mwah! Bye, guys.